Hello, everybody, and welcome. This is Adrian. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's going to be time for some Victoria 2 in our Concept of Europe campaign as the Ottoman Empire. So it's the year 1842, and we are researching some stuff right now. We took the Egyptian Hejaz and the Egyptian Yemen from Egypt. So we took some colonial states. It's nice. Actually, I think these are just regular states. No, they are... Oh, yeah, it's interesting. They are colonial states. Okay, so the Hejaz and Yemen are colonial stuff. Colonial states, cool. We have a crisis. What's going on here? Crisis over the rights to colonize between the UK and the United States. Ooh. The French will support the US. Austria is inclined to support the British. The Netherlands will support the UK. And Russia will support the UK. Let's keep an eye on this. I'm probably going to support the UK, I think. Let's actually go ahead and just make that known. Supporting the US does not help me in any way. I'm actually kind of hoping that there is a war and that the Russians will back the US, and that actually does seem to be apparent. Looks like the Russians will probably back the US. So we're going to get ideological thought. I'm going to work on, I think, some commercial techs. We're going to get private banks for some cement factories, guild-based production for some cigarettes, and then we're going to work on some naval techs. Actually, I'll probably do army techs first and then the naval techs. And then by that time, we should have a bit more to work with. Ooh, this late classical theory actually gives me research points plus 15% plus factory costs. That is huge. That's actually going to be our next tech. And then we're going to go for the private banks, the guild-based production. Yes, absolutely. Colonial diseases, huh? We must aid our colonies. Make sure we're not taking any attrition. Actually, I don't know. I want to see factory construction. I don't know if I want to see building construction, though. Army construction, naval construction, influence, national focus. Yeah, those are the things I want to see. Even actually influence I probably don't want to see. But we'll keep it up for now. Rally points are also pretty important. There we go. Let's see. Gesture of defiance in Egypt. Okay. Civil violence, huh? Intervene immediately or intervene eventually. Population decreases. Is there a huge population here anyway? Not really. There's 302,000 people that live here in Sana. That's actually pretty huge. That's a lot of people. So we let people die, but there's militancy. I'm actually gonna go ahead and let people die. There's not a huge population here. There we go. Yeah, the UK actually won. The US backed down. Holy God, man. What the hell happened here? We got a Rio Grande Republic that's independent. Then we have an independent Texas. And the US does not have cores on Upper Mexico yet. Mexico's actually an autocratic dictatorship. The USCA is still around too. Colombia, Venezuela, Ecuador. There's a war going on here. Southern Macedonia assimilation. You're damn straight. We're going to assimilate it. Empire Brazil reigns supreme in the New World. Let's see, police parade in Istanbul, restore the calm. We get rid of some consciousness or use propaganda. We're going to go ahead and get that prestige because we don't have any consciousness, really. Our literacy is increasing slowly but steadily. I'm really happy for this next... yeah, there we go. This next national focus. Let's go and go for that late classical theory. We're going to get that first. When's this going to be done? 1844. Sounds good. Less than a year. So let's go and take a look at this. There's a few things we can do. We can do the new ideology, prestige, but consciousness in non-colonial provinces plus 0.02. We're going to remove the rights of man modifier from our country, so we get new ideology. We can go for the Tanzimat reforms and subjugate Egypt. So subjugating Egypt, we're not going to do that just yet. The Tanzimat reforms is Tanzimat's Turkish for reorganization, and the Tanzimat reforms was a series of reforms enacted by the Ottoman state during the latter half of the 19th century, designed to counteract the rising tides of nationalism. We get research points, but we get pop consciousness and liberals everywhere. I say we go for it. I say we go for the Tanzimat reforms. I do want to subjugate Egypt as well. That would be pretty cool. Let's go ahead and work on a dean. I want some clergy. And yeah, I can subjugate Egypt. We don't have a truce. We should not have a truce. We have a truce until 1847, actually, with Egypt. Gallipoli. Gallipoli, you are being incorporated. I like that. Yeah, so there is that kind of That debate, whether or not we should just annex Egypt, we can demand concessions, or we can just puppet them. I mean, there's an argument to be made to just puppet them, right? If they're part of my, well, they're cordial with the French. That's kind of scary. That's not good. I don't want the French to be cordial with Egypt. The thing is if we don't annex Egypt, we basically kind of leave it up to chance whether or not we ever control that territory, right? Because we can easily have Egypt taken away from us by one of the Western powers, which I don't want. It's not what I want. No way. Will Austria join in a war? No. We get a money hoarder. We are hoarding money. We need to spend money. Okay. Let's actually take a look at that. We declared war on you, Russian Georgia. Will Austria join? Austria, they will not accept. No, interesting. Let's see. So we're making too much money. So let's go ahead and reduce taxes on the middle class, maybe even on the rich. We need to lose money. Tariffs. Tariffs are huge. We'll actually go ahead and reduce tariffs then. Because we do need a lot of raw materials. We'll keep rich spending at 50%. There we go. Yeah. We need to lose some money. Good stuff. Man, I like tariffs. So we're going to have 50% taxes on the middle class, 90% on the poor, 70% on the rich. That's not too bad. I mean, I could do a mild tariff, like maybe 10%. That's not too bad. There's an argument to be made to actually release taxes on the poor to lighten that tax burden because it will increase their spending. Unemployment, cash reserves. The rich definitely have a lot of reserves, though. There's actually a couple of bureaucrats that have quite a bit of money as well. And then there's people who don't have any. Mostly everybody doesn't have anything. Okay, so we can build railroads now. So let's go and make that happen. The capitalists will actually do it themselves, but I just want to make it happen myself as well. We can invest in Greece, try and bring them into the fold of the Ottoman Empire. But maybe not. They're protected by the British, so I can't declare war on them at any time, so maybe we'll just leave it. I need these railroads everywhere. We can go on speed 4 while we're doing all this. Let's see. I love this game because it does give you a lot to do during peacetime. It really does. There's a lot to handle as far as internal politics and stuff. And really, Paradox Interactive has not been able to repeat this. They haven't been able to repeat this kind of peacetime activity. So we can build engineers. We can build engineers now. We'll get a couple, like 3. Want more artillery or maybe regulars? I could probably use more infantry. Infantry never hurts. Let's go and actually move some troops to the west. Let's go to Istanbul and maybe Silistri. There we go. Let's see, how many soldiers do we have? We have 100,000 soldiers in the empire. How many capitalists? 568. Literacy is going up slowly but steadily. You get the new ideology in Austria, so that's kind of cool. So if I declared war on the Russians, the Austrians would not join, huh? Yeah, they will not accept. That's really curious. I wonder why. We have 200 relations with them. Let's make sure we boost relations with the British. Yep. He's got too many great power allies. He's allied with the Netherlands, and he's got Hanover as an ally right now. I think it turns into a satellite later. If I remember correctly, I believe that's how it's supposed to work. So you only want 1 engineer per army because you get a 100% boost. You get a 100% boost to siege, I believe, with engineers. That's the way it's supposed to work. Subjugating. We're going to begin assimilating Aideen. We still have 8 infamy. It's pretty high. It's pretty bad, actually. Should keep an eye on that. Let's see. It'd be cool to have Arabistan from Persia. Defeating Persia would not be very hard. Although I imagine somebody would intervene on their behalf. Possibly Russia. Research points. We just got proto-existentialism. That's excellent. Because I could demand a concession. I could have them release a puppet who would be Erebistan. I could have them free people, probably like Azerbaijan or something. Just creating just to create like a wall of puppet states would be awesome. I could even have them release Kurdistan because I do believe there are Kurds here. There's a couple. Yeah, so releasing Azerbaijan and then another Kurdistan would be best. Let's see, some farming practices. Some of it might be a little unsafe, but that's okay. They cannot stand in the way of progress. It's got plenty of artillery, cavalry, and infantry in this force. I could probably use more infantry. There's my engineers. Send one of you guys to Silistri. Let's take another look. Let's send one of you guys to Istanbul. And then I think I'm going to send you guys to Mosul. We got 30,000 in Basra. We got 3,000 up here. These are regulars. Yeah, so engineers help with siege efficiency, right? So nice. Reduces the effectiveness of enemy forts. Reconnaissance reduces the army's his ability of his army's army's scouts to reduce the dig-in bonus of enemy armies and speed up sieges. Yeah, so preferably you want hussars and engineers in an army to get that max bonus. So where are all my hussars actually? Let's go and take a look at that. This army contains 2 recon brigades out of the needed 1.2. That means you get reconnaissance of plus 100%. So I've got 2 hussars here, or I think 1 hussar. Yeah, 1 hussar, 1 cuirassier, and then 1 regular cav. Cavalry actually do to provide reconnaissance. What about this army? I've got 2 hussars here, which I got 2 recon brigades out of the needed 1.5. Cuirassiers do not provide recon. They're too heavy for it. So, okay. That's fine. Actually, our army composition then is really not that bad. Now, I mean, we don't have a chance to use this force. I'm trying to find a good way to use this army. We're losing a little bit of money. Go ahead and just boost taxes on the rich. I don't want to lose too much money, but I don't want to make too much money either. I want to be spending it if I can help it. So we just got late classical theory. We got research points, factory cost, factory input. We're gonna go for. Let's go for guild-based production, and then we'll go for the private banks. We need both of those. We're getting a lot of research points, so that's nice. This research is going to be done in 1845. So we're going to get these private banks. We're going to get this guild-based production, and then let's go for these army techs. Let's work on some of the naval stuff. We'll come back to culture in a little bit. I'm just looking for stuff that gives me either education or research points. If it's got research points or education, or even preferably both, then I will take all of it. Some of these can wait. Associationism, positivism. Positivism we can probably get. Romanticism, it doesn't really concern me too much. This industrial stuff would be awesome. Medicine and railroads are like super important techs. Let's see, clergymen here. Let's go and double check these clergymen. Southern Serbia, there we go. We can go ahead and move some clergymen from Southern Serbia. Let's see, a place in the sun, huh? Our nation is one of the most prestigious great powers on Earth. Sweet. Or, wow, I can make other people lose. I can make other people lose prestige, whereas I gain it. All pops in Istanbul. So I either make 7 great powers lose prestige, or I gain it. I go and just take our isolation to splendid. Sure. I'm wondering, what is the next step? Where's the next place that we're gonna go? Looks like infantry are better at defense than attacking. Regulars, even more so. A little bit better on defense than attack. Same thing with our regular troops. Private banks. How are our factories coming along? It's not too bad. What's not? Tropical wood. Yeah, there's not enough tropical wood on the market. Interesting. Simulation acceptance, huh? Cool. There's less separatism now. Series of diplomatic blunders have broken our alliance. We lost the alliance, I guess, with Ethiopia, and they want it back. Sure. To be fair, I could actually probably attack them. Probably wouldn't be impossible. So, the subjugation of Egypt, we're probably going to need a lot of war score for that, but it's going to happen, I think. Maybe we'll actually probably prepare right now. Let's make it happen. There's a lot of war in South America. Nothing else really. There's no other wars going on in the world. So, okay. If that's the way it's going to be. Let's see. Egypt. Simulation must continue. Damn straight. Let's go and go for the private banks. Guild-based production will get me some of these new factories. Private banks, then we'll go for the army tech. Russia, how you doing on army tech? It's 8 out of 30 still. Okay. We're 7 out of 30. So, yeah, definitely military tech is going to help us out. It'd be awesome to, like, release this horde or something. Is there any other hordes that we could get? There's, like, I know there's Azerbaijan here, and then there's Armenia. Oh, that's right. Attacking Persia? Attacking Persia and releasing Azerbaijan would give me a state with which to annex the Caucasus. That's not bad at all. That's actually very tempting, I'll admit. That's very tempting. Holy shit. That would be pretty cool. There's not enough cotton on the market. Let's see. What do we produce now? We are producing wool, timber, and grain, and we import shares, sugar, and tea. See any rebels? Not really. In 1848, we might have nationalist revolts. So if we're going to declare war on Egypt, we need to do it like now. Yeah, let's try it. I'm gonna go ahead and take a quick break here though, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. As always, please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. I'll see you guys very, very soon. Thanks so much.